In preparation for an event no one seen coming, Patrick Henry on March 23rd, 1775, gave a speech titled, "Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death," signaling the coming revolution that came only a month later. How he knew of such events may still be a mystery to all of us. This speech was made during the Second Virginia Convention at St. John's Church in Richmond, Virginia. The purpose of Patrick Henry's speech was to encourage colonists of Virginia to use military force to defend individual freedom from British laws. In this speech, he uses powerful rhetoric to convince influential, affluent landed men of Virginia with much to lose to move past their current diplomatic posture opposing British aggression to the more treasonous one of open military preparedness. I am going to be using the classic form of analysis to explore Henry's rhetorical strategies. In order to do this, I will describe Patrick Henry's use of ethos on how he establishes his credibility by identifying with his audience, how he uses pathos by explaining the emotional feelings about the situation, and lastly, logos with Henry's use of logical arguments. First, let's talk about Patrick Henry's use of credibility or ethos. In defining his immediate need for action in that moment helps enforce what he's been trying to tell us all along about. His determination is nothing without his encouragement for others to follow in his footsteps. He supports his statements by ending his speech with the words, "Give me liberty or give me death," expressing how invested he is because he is in this till death. That is his credibility, because without death, he hopes for liberty. Next, I will explain his use of pathos or emotional statements. Henry does so by appealing to his audience by bringing up how the acts of Britain not only left him feeling mistreated and inferior, but a lot of other people as well. The use of pathos convinced the audience that they felt the same way about it too. In order to achieve that, he relates to his audience by expressing what happened behind it all. He states, "Sir, we are not weak if we make a proper use of those means which the God of nature hath placed in our power. The millions of people armed in the holy cause of liberty, and in such a country as that which we possess, are invincible by any force which our enemy can send against us," leaving the audience to wonder how they will make a change, or how they can make a change, hoping to never have Britain rule over them all. Lastly is logic, or logos. His speech has logos as he states all the things Britain had done wrong. He also states that they have done nothing but put them down and make themselves superior to others. To stay on the side of logic, when he continues through his speech, he states, "Has Great Britain any enemy in this quarter of this world to call for all this accumulation of navies and armies? No, sir, she has none." He uses this to express the overall concern that Britain might have allies because there is no record of bad activity between Britain and any other country or group of people. After both Richard Henry Lee and Thomas Jefferson both lent their support, the resolution passed by only a few votes. Patrick Henry's speech was successful, and he was appointed the head of a new committee charged with readying Virginia militia for combat in order to fight against the revolution he opened everybody's eyes to. Not only did his use of pathos, logos, and ethos provide a substantial support for his goals, he ended with achieving what he aimed to fight to the death for, because if he was not given liberty, he certainly would have gone with a hard death, leaving a huge mark on history, and maybe even changed history for the better. Thank you.